How's it going, everybody? Yeah, there's something we need to discuss before we start. Christy is having a lot of technical difficulty, and unfortunately, it is inhibiting her from being able to use her phone and make these videos. So, from now on, I'm going to be taking over and doing these, but she's still going to be sending me her favorite moments, and surprise, surprise, once again with this episode, it's actually the same between both of us. You're not going to get the split stuff you did with my very first episode of this. So, yep, you guys know the drill, so we're just going to blast right through this. Oh, also, one other thing, since I do have to take over this for the rest of the month, that means I'm not going to be able to get to any of your fan requests until the second half of March. So, I apologize for that in advance, but you will get it this March. I promise you that. You'll just have to wait for a few days to actually get to it, because I gotta finish up this month, and then we'll be open to any and all fan requests. So without further ado, let's get this started with the Evillustrator. In this episode, Nathaniel Kurtzberg is daydreaming in class of being a superhero who is rescuing his crush, Marinette, from stormy weather and Lady Wi-Fi. Soon embarrassed by Chloe for insulting his comic drawings, Nathaniel is influenced by Hawkmoth and becomes the Evillustrator, a villain whose drawings come to life and also erasing objects in a similar fashion. During this time, Marinette has to put up being paired with Chloe and her only friend Sabrina in a science project while depending on Cat Noir to protect her from Evillustrator. The next day, Marinette nervously says Cat Noir is awesome in front of Adrian. And also what makes this episode interesting, at least till near the end, is that for a big majority of this episode, Cat Noir has to face Evillustrator alone. Because Evillustrator is crushing hard on Marinette, so it kind of makes it hard for her to turn into Ladybug, when she's literally the source of his attention. And then, because of the highlights you do see, this is another pretty great episode, but again, I'm sorry, but nothing so far has beaten Timebreaker in my opinion. That's just such a great episode in every way, shape, and form. But it is still a pretty good episode that I do enjoy, and I do think it deserves a final verdict. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. I have no idea what Christy would give this, but yeah, this is a pretty good episode, almost great. But Timebreaker still remains my personal favorite. With that said, let's move on to Dark Cupid. This is one of Christy's favorites. This is the Valentine's Day special. I know I'm doing this a month late, but screw it. We are talking about the show right now, so we're reviewing it right now. It's Valentine's Day and love is in the air. After reading a love poem thrown away by Adrian, Marinette comes to the conclusion that the poem is about her, making her ecstatic, even though the poem was originally intended for Ladybug. Kim is planning to ask his crush to be his Valentine. Marinette, in her lovesick days, encourages Kim to go for it. When Kim sees his crush, Chloe, he is humiliated and rejected cruelly. Kim succumbs to Hawkmoth's Akuma and turns into Dark Cupid, an evil-winged Bane whose arrows can replace true love and friendship with pure hatred and mean spirit. One of his victims is Cat Noir, who is now Ladybug's enemy just as he was about to confess his love to her. This is a very, very interesting episode. Not only because Ladybug is pitted against Cat Noir, but because, as a Valentine's Day special, it also does a pretty good job at it. I mean, from the design of the villain, to the whole concept, to all the actual love in the air that's actually going around, that actually signifies the day pretty well. And because of the highlights you see on your screen, including one of those being a Lady Noir moment, the editor will have some text over which one it is. This is a pretty great episode. It's not amazing. It's, again, it's no time splitter, but not a bad episode by any means. All I can say is, yeah, pretty solid episode that I do enjoy, and again, another 8 out of 10. These are both pretty great, and I do think that they are both Very enjoyable. Now, I can't really pick a favorite this time because I think these two are on equal, not evil, bleh, equal playing field with each other. But yeah, I did enjoy this episode quite a bit, and I enjoyed the other one as well. So no stacking against each other this time. They're on equal lanes of quality. So there's no one over the other this time. Sorry. Anyway, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll be back here either tomorrow or the day after tomorrow with the next 2 episodes. Until then, I'm Jack Small. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bug out!